Hey there YouTube, this is Lawrence. Comic-Con 2010 is right around the corner. This year I'll be bringing along my video camera once again to record panels and anything else I find interesting. 2009 was the first year I recorded. Had a lot of fun doing it and learned quite a bit along the way. In this video I'm going to be covering some of the tips and tricks that I've learned and hopefully helping some amateur videographers like myself to get some really great footage of the event. I'm going to be discussing two main topics. These are equipment and strategies for getting the best shot. There's a wide array of equipment available out there. I'm not going to try and talk about it all. I'm just going to focus on what I use and highlight the features that I think are important. My main camera is a Canon HG20. It shoots full HD video, 1080i, 60 frames per second at 24 megabit per second bitrate. It has an adjustable LCD viewer that you can flip around. This is a really handy feature because, as you will see in the later sections, when you're shooting video, oftentimes the camera is not going to be directly in front of your face. There's some pretty big halls in Comic-Con, and so you're going to find yourself in situations where you may need to shoot video from a fairly large distance away from a stage or a target. This camera has two features that will help you out in those situations. It has a 12x zoom and optical image stabilization, which helps to keep or reduce shake when you're zoomed up. This camera has a stereo mic. I've been pretty happy with the sound quality from this camera. It has a hot shoe, so you can attach an external mic, but I haven't really found the need to do that. For long shoots, two features are really important. The first is external flash. This will allow you to swap in new flash cards as you need more space. And the second feature is a removable battery. If you're running out of power, you can just slap in a new battery pack and you can continue filming. Some additional features that I think are important are an AV out. This will allow you to connect up a external monitor, and also infrared support. This will allow you to use a remote control. I'll be talking a little bit more about these in a later section. Next to the camcorder itself, I consider the Monopod to be the most important piece of equipment you can bring to Comic-Con. I use a Velbon 62-inch. Added a Joby ball head to it so that I could point the camera in whatever direction I want. I much prefer a monopod over a tripod for a couple different reasons. They're much more compact to carry around. They require very little space to use, and overall they give you a lot more versatility than a tripod. You can use them in the chair with a foot resting on the seat of the chair. You can use them standing up with a foot resting on the ground, or you can use them standing up with a foot elevated off the ground for extra height to be able to shoot over obstacles. An example of the last case is shown here, where I have a monopod elevated off the ground and I'm shooting over a very busy aisle, taking footage of a booth where a number of Battlestar Galactica actors are doing some signings. Here's another example. In this video I'm standing and in the middle of getting some footage when all of a sudden the Xbox video crew decides to set up right in front of me. No problem, I'll just lift the monopod and shoot right over them, and that's that. Now a few words about accessories. For batteries, I estimated that at worst case I'd be shooting no more than 8 hours a day. So I ended up getting two BP827s, each of which is rated at approximately 4 to 5 hours. It's a little bit of overkill there, but obviously having too much juice is a lot better than having not enough juice. For flash, I was similarly conservative. I ended up getting two Class 6 SDHC cards, each 32 gigabytes. Sometimes when you have your camcorder at the end of a monopod, it may be out of your reach, so you may not have access to the controls of the camcorder. That's where a remote control comes in really handy. You can start and stop, you can change zoom, you can do a number of things all remotely without having to touch the camera or having to lower the monopod to get access to the camera. There's one more accessory I want to talk about. It's a portable monitor. There may be situations where you may have your camcorder extended above your head at the end of a monopod for an extended period of time, having to look up to see the LCD viewfinder for, say, 2 hours straight can be kind of uncomfortable. So with a portable monitor, what you can do is you can connect the cable from the AV out of your camera into the portable monitor, and then you can frame your shot by looking at the monitor, which you can keep conveniently right in front of you, as opposed to looking up at the LCD viewfinder. So this is not a must-have, but it's something that I think is very useful